Surprise, motherfucker. What's up? This is your friendly neighborhood Venger Satanis. So, last video, I went over this. So if you haven't seen that, you want to, just look at my last video from, 2-3 days ago. And so, one of the reasons I made that video was that I knew that I would sort of jinx myself. And then if I didn't make a video and I waited, there's a greater chance that the new proof, which I was waiting for this book, the Chult Experience, would be fucked up. But if I made the video talking about this one a couple days before I was supposed to receive this one, then there was a greater chance that it wouldn't be fucked up. And since it was like a 50-50 chance, I rolled those dice. And you can chalk that up to, superstition or blind luck or magic, working the system, knowing the ins and outs of the universal variables and the source code. But anyway, that's a video for another time. So yes, I've got this one to go through. The Chult Experience. Designing worlds like a fucking boss. And then this was fine also, but I wanted to do kind of both of these at once. I wanted to do all three at once, but I'll take what I can get. Advanced game mastering like a fucking boss. Yeah, and then they have the thing, hang on. There we go. Then they have this thing here, not for resale, because those are author proofs. All right. Like I said, we already did that video. Now we're going to do this video and this video. So let's get to it. Ta-da. So this is a print-on-demand softcover. You can find it on Amazon. That's the Quartalis Meta Sigil, your guidepost to Chult. Here's the contents. That's the title page. So there's a foreword by the RPG Pundit, who did a really good job. This is that image, but like the full thing. By Monstark. Did an awesome job of that. So yeah, what is the Chult Experience? So basically, I wanted to write a campaign setting book, sort of like a how-to, but focused on what I did with Chult for a variety of reasons. So this is a book, if you're interested in Chult and you just want more of it, if you like Chult but want to do your own thing, make your own campaign setting from a weird outsider's perspective, that's not like other campaign setting books. If you're just curious about how I created Chult and the kind of things that went into my creative process, the book is good for that. Probably other things too, but those are the main ones that come to mind. So everything from, sort of like the origins, like why Chult and things like that. Peppered in here are game mastering wisdom, because campaign setting creation and game mastering kind of are two sides of the same coin. There's some random tables too. Minor events in Chult. So some are just like, you just get snippets here and there, like a D6 table or a D8 table. And then there are some that are D20, D100, maybe a D30 in there. So you see these sigils right here? These apparently were hard to reproduce on Amazon because there was like this weird white background underneath that showed through the first time on the author's proof. It looks really crappy and just bizarre. And plus, it blocked some of the other artistic elements or text. So yeah, but now that's fixed and it's all good. So super duper happy with that. So yeah, cool artwork. Little things here and there. This is a prose poem, resource management. And a lot of these are general, but leaning towards, the gonzo, the eldritch, the science fantasy, the post-apocalyptic. And then some of these are super specific to Chult. You got some nice sidebars occasionally in here, and some more cool artwork. There's another sidebar. And then each one has a different heading, and it's usually a page or two. Be honest with yourself, a singular vision, aesthetic coherence, 17-dimensional chess. So this is a game that I created for Chult, and I've used it just in the Chult campaign that wrapped up a couple months ago, and I used it at GaryCon and I believe VengerCon. There's very simple rules on how to play, and then the whole game is adjudicated by opponents rolling a d20, and then this table tells you like what happens. So it's kind of cool because you don't need to create a game. What you need to do when you're running it is, when you're running a session, is to simulate a game experience. And when you understand that, then your life as a game master becomes a lot easier. So you get specifically this, but then, I kind of tell you the ins and outs of like how to do that. Some really fucking awesome artwork. I know this isn't full color, but it's just so awesome. Here, I'll try to get some detail. This is a guy on Facebook. I think his name is Jared. I don't know. I'm terrible with names. But yeah, he does great work. I already commissioned some more work out of him. All right, I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. Oh, I don't know if you saw that image that was that looked kind of like Taylor Swift. That was similar to this. I had the artist make some significant artistic changes. But yeah, that turned out good. Some more cool glyphs. I just passed watchwords. So that is that's something that's kind of the key to not only Chult, but world design and campaign setting creation. And so I talk a lot about watchwords, and sprinkled here and there, I use watchwords. There you go, behind the watchwords, in other essays and whatnots. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but that NPC is actually, and then that's a D20 table. Surprise, motherfucker! I asked the layout guy to put that in there. So yeah, a lot of cool artwork. Oh, here's another one. Looks very similar. I remember that the artist showed me 2 different sketches, and I honestly loved them both so much. I was just like, just do them both. I'll put them both in there, and he did, and he gave me a great price. So, yeah, fantastic. I love that kind of stuff. So, seeing this makes me wonder if I shouldn't have just stuck with black and white artwork. But I love color artwork too, so best of both worlds. This is cool. This is kind of like a Seinfeld meme with Chult. And then that goes into this little essay, meme culture. All right, skipping ahead. Let's see, Spider Jack, and that's got its own D30 table. More artwork. A song for Chult that goes by the tune of Smelly Cat from Friends. Great Purple Worm of Chult. Yeah. And then there's also an adventure in the back. And this is the adventure that I ran 3 separate times at Gary Con. Yeah, last year. Well, technically this year, because it was in March of 2024. So, like each time I ran the adventure, I called it different things. I brought multiple adventures, but the first time I ran adventure number 1, it went so well that I just decided to, and it was all different players each time. I just decided to run the same adventure in slightly different ways 3 times, but I called it something different, so that's why I used all 3 titles. And sometimes I just come up with generic titles because if I'm submitting a game 6 to 8 months prior to the convention, I don't know exactly where my mind is going to be half a year from now, 3/4 of a year from now. I don't know what I'm going to want to run, what is currently inspiring me, what I creatively come up with in the meantime. So I just come up with like a generic, cool sounding title, and then the adventure is whatever it is. So, okay, more tables. And then this is a cool double spread post. And then, yeah. And these tables can be used like in a pinch, or it can be used to give you an idea of how to create your own. Then this is part of the adventure, like I said. So got some cool artwork, and yeah. I can barely remember this adventure because it's been so long. That's a great piece that Monstark came up with. Monstark did a lot of the art for this one. And the Warclaw trainer or something, that's his name. He's on Facebook too. He did a lot of great stuff. And then, this is like an add-on that I was just like, well, this came out relatively around the same time. Why not include that? Shiny Object Syndrome. So that's its own PDF on drive-thru, but I included it here because, why not? It's only like 7-8 pages or something. Yeah. And then that's the back cover. Okay, this took a while. So, you know what? I'm going to save this for another video. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. It's because this is already like 13 minutes in. So, I don't want to do another 10-minute video or add another 10 minutes onto this video because it's already so fucking long. What else can I tell you? Click down below to find the link to the convention, VengerCon 4. And there's in this one there's some art for that. What was this one? Oh yeah, so this is VengerCon 3. That was the poster for that. I showed you in the prior video the one for VengerCon 4, and so if you follow the link, you'll go to a platform called, I think, Tabletop Experiences, and then that's where the information for the convention is, and that's where you can buy a badge. So yeah, go down to the link in the description below and click on that and buy your badge. That's going to be in July at Madison, Wisconsin, and it's exclusive. It's based as fuck, and it's limited to like 100 people. And it's just going to be all weekend of gaming, and then I'm also going to be talking about certain topics, and anybody that wants to can game with me and talk shop, and ask me questions, or if you want advice on anything. People do that all the time. We joke around, we laugh and have a good time. It's very easygoing, casual, super fun experience. You get to know the people at the convention really well, not only because they keep showing up year after year, but if there's only like 30 or even 50 of us, you're going to see the same people over and over again, and they're going to be in your games, and you're going to be in their games, and you eat with these people and drink with these people, and so you get to know them more than just like, oh yeah, that was the guy sitting to the left of me in that one game, and then on day 2 I saw him in the hallway and I waved, and then I didn't see him again all convention. So yeah, we create actual friendships, which is one of the things that the hobby's about. So love it. Yeah, this is available on Amazon. It's something pages. 100 and hang on, let me see. 142, something like that. So yeah, it's a pretty big book, and it's on the nicest, thickest paper I could get through the Amazon softcover print-on-demand program. Obviously, it's full color. Yeah, it's really nice. If you love Chult, you should get it. If you love world design and campaign setting creation, yeah, you should get it for that too. It is the most unorthodox campaign setting design book probably ever written. There is no book like the Chult experience. It's unique, and that's one of the reasons why it's valuable. Because if you wanted information that many experts could give, then you wouldn't come to me. I do things my own way. I've absorbed a lot of information that's come in from those various sources and experts, but some of the stuff I'm just kind of self-taught, and it's a weirder experience. Just like if you buy art from an artist who is self-taught, it's going to be different than art created by someone that went to school for it and knows and uses tried and true techniques that probably work well, but maybe are missing that secret ingredient that either takes it up a notch or cranks it up to 11 or makes you go like, what the fuck was that? Because that's sometimes people's responses during my games. Sometimes people are just like, what the fuck? And that's a good thing, I think. So yeah, thanks for being on this journey with me, and yeah, get the book on Amazon if you want, along with Advanced Crimson Dragon Slayer and Advanced Game Mastering Like a Fucking Boss. And this one, like I said, I'll talk about this one either tomorrow or the next day. All right.